Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Yasharal, Living Orders and Commands. It is an end-time series I am compelled to present before an awakening nation. A message to those who are physically alive. A message designed to reach the ears of those whom the Most High choose to deliver. For I am a full believer in Isaiah 55:11 and know that any set-apart words originate from the Almighty Father, and they will reach the ears of those they are designed to reach. They will perform successfully and not return to the Almighty Father empty nor void. I find confidence in Isaiah 55:11. Will I make mistakes? Indeed I do. Do I stumble and fall at times? Indeed I do. I too am a participant of the fulfillment of the scriptures that tell us that the flesh will war against the spirit. But I too am one who understands the atonement made possible by Yahushua Mashiach. I too am one who understands the realization of being washed in the blood of the Lamb. I too am one who has the audacity, the strength, the courage, and the fortitude to seek out the set-apart spirit of Yahushua and rise up when I fall, when I stumble. There is no time to beat ourselves up or wallow in self-pity or self-condemnation. Rise up, O Yasharal. Let our eyelids be opened. Let our eyes make us able to see. Let our ears be unclogged, that we are able to understand the sense of urgency that is before us. End times are here. If you are continuing from part one of this multi-part segment, I salute your patience, your tolerance, your pursuit of set-apartness. I want to say that anything coming from me that is indeed set apart, may Yahushua Mashiach be lifted up, and we witness him draw all men as described in scriptures. May the Almighty Father, Yahuwah, get all credit and esteem for anything set apart coming out of my mouth or out of my actions. If you are tuning in for the first time, I strongly encourage you to listen to part one, at the very least part one of this multi-part segment, in order to get the full message correctly. Please, by all means, move as you believe you are guided. With these words said, allow me to continue with the subject of individual choice versus end-time orders. My brothers and sisters, so many of us speak boldly of our beliefs, and there are those of us who have established expectations along with our beliefs. We have entered into a season where the very things we say we believe and expect are about to be put to the test. We are about to be challenged. We are about to be refined. The time is now to begin asking questions, discussing the matters of end times and what is expected of us by the Spirit of Yahushua. The time is now to talk about what is believed and expected of us individually and collectively as an awakening nation that we so boldly speak. The time is now to begin to seek to discern the characteristics of all that is promised from the Most High regarding end times. Let us ask ourselves, have we really arrived at end times? Will end times unfold without man's participation? I think not. Who will be among the fallen away? Who will fulfill the final exodus? Will we soon see the two witnesses of Revelation? Who will be among the chosen leaders of Yasharal? How will we find ourselves journeying from the four corners of the earth? What is the face of an awakening nation being gathered en masse in great numbers? Though the numbers are great, it would only be a remnant compared to the world population. My brothers and sisters, this is all too real. And we will come to accept that our individual choice will be made straight, at least among those who will be known as the children of obedience. End-time orders will be obeyed. Pray and watch. Extreme hunting times will prove at specific magnitudes, at specific thresholds, that we will become weak, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, and more. And in that weakness will rise the Spirit of Yahushua within us. Our individual choice will be placed in check. We will come to witness end-time orders and we will obey them. We will fulfill what is written in scriptures, at least those who are considered among the ranks of the children of obedience. Let me present before you, O listener, to these words. Have you thought about, have you prayed about, have you considered the characteristics of the following passages? Isaiah 11:12. He shall raise a banner from the nation and gather the outcasts of Yasharal and assemble the dispersed of Yehuda from the four corners of the earth. Have you given thought to what that will resemble? The characteristics, how this will come to be? Have you given thought to the time, how long it would take to travel from the uttermost parts of the earth to that central set apart place that the Most High has designated for us? What about Isaiah 43, verse 43rd chapter, verses 5 through 7? It reads, do not fear, for I am with you. I shall bring your seed from the east and gather you from the west. I shall say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not keep them back. Bring my sons from afar, my daughters from the ends of the earth. All those who are called by my name, whom I created, formed, even made for my esteem. Have you given thought to the characteristics of such a gathering, such a final exodus? Have you given thought how much time it would take, and that soon we will start journeying towards that set-apart place? What about Ezekiel 20th chapter, verses 34 through 38? It reads, I shall bring you out from the peoples and gather you out of the lands where you have scattered, with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm and with wrath poured out. I shall bring you into the wilderness of the peoples and shall enter into judgment with you face to face there. As I entered into judgment with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Mizraim, so I shall enter into judgment with you, declares the Master Yahuwah. Could this describe that we will return to the Mount Sinai, which is currently referred to as Jabal al-Awz in the upper northwest quadrant of Saudi Arabia? Could this be referencing that we will return to that set-apart mountain where our forefather, where our ancestor, Moses or Moshe, went and received the tablets with the 10 Commandments when he encountered the Most High? Notice that he said, as I entered into judgment with your fathers in the wilderness in the land of Mizraim, so I shall enter into judgment with you, declares Master Yahuwah. I shall make you pass under the rod and shall bring you into the bond of covenant. Could this describe that there will be the fulfillment of judgment beginning at the house of the Almighty Father? And could it describe that into the bond of covenant? Could this be describing Yasharal made whole in unity and set apartness? And he says, and purge the rebels. This is the 38th verse, Ezekiel 20:38. And purge the rebels from among you and those who transgress against me. From the land where they sojourn, I bring them out. But they shall not come into the land of Yasharal, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. What is the face? What is the characteristics of the fulfillment of this prophecy? Have you given thought to your position? Have you given thought to individual positions, to individual choice versus end-time orders to bring this to fulfillment? What about Micah, 2nd chapter, verses 12 to 13? I shall certainly gather all of you, O Yaakov. I shall bring together the remnant of Yasharal and put them together like sheep of the fold, like a flock in the midst of their pasture, they being noisy because of men. The breachmaker shall go up before them. They shall break out and pass through the gate and go out by it, and their sovereign pass before them with Yahuwah at their head. Does this describe what we are about to witness in the coming of days? Who is able to discern end times orders that will result in our participation in the fulfillment of what I've just read? Who among us believe that this can only happen if we respond based off our individual choice? Do not be deceived. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, end time orders will be obeyed. The world will come to witness those who will be known as the children of obedience, an awakening nation, Yasharal. Our final exodus comes. Let me continue with more. That is critical in this message. Matthew 24 verses 22 to 25 say, and if those days were not shortened, no flesh would be saved, but for the sake of the chosen one, those days shall be shortened. If anyone then says to you, look, here is the Messiah, or there, do not believe. For false messiahs and false prophets shall arise, and they shall show great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the chosen ones. See, I have forewarned you. I ask you, my brothers and sisters, who is able to discern the life and the meaning regarding the days being shortened? Are you aware that massive movement from the other West Hemisphere to the Middle East, that when this occurs, our hours or days are shortened? Remember, California time is behind New York's time, and New York's time is behind Jerusalem time. Let me also bring to your attention to what is believed to be an event that is hurling towards us. It is an event that describes a planet that has entered into our solar system that will cross Earth's orbit, a planet known as Nibiru, or Planet X, or Planet 7X. It is believed that this planetary event will soon wreak havoc on the Earth's atmospheric conditions and cause the Earth's rotation to slow and possibly stop. This event is believed to occur sometime in 2016, March 2016, in August or September 2016, crossing Earth's orbit. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, this too will affect the measurement of a day, how our days will be shortened. Though there are no scriptures mentioning Planet X or Planet 7X or Nibiru, be mindful of the following passage, Matthew 24:29. The Messiah mentioned, our Mashiach mentioned, in Matthew 24:29, and immediately after the distress of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give its light, and the stars shall fall from the heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. I ask you, does this describe comets or meteors? Have we asked what is it that caused the sun to be darkened or the moon to not give her light? Could it be Planet 7X? Could it be Planet Nibiru that is vastly approaching, that is closely approaching? Who has inquired or asked what methods will be used to fulfill that passage of Matthew 24:29? Wait, there is more. Luke 21:11, and there shall be great earthquakes in various places, and scarcities of food and deadly diseases, and there shall be horrors and great signs from the heavens. Could this describe extreme humbling events ahead? Could this describe the promises that have been made by the Almighty Father regarding our discipline and reproof, regarding vengeance and wrath? My brothers and sisters, know this: there will be diverse methods used by the Almighty Father to fulfill what is written. Keep in mind that the Most High has promised reproof and discipline to his children, to those that he loves. Who is aware of Hebrews 12th chapter or Revelation 3:19? And more. Search the scriptures. They will bear witness to the relationship we are to have with the Most High Father, the Almighty One Yahuwah, who sent his set-apart spirit in the name of Yahusha to identify that his word was manifest in the flesh, in the person of Yahusha, to identify that upon the resurrection of the person of Yahusha, that his set-apart spirit was sent in Yahusha's name. Who is able to identify what lies ahead, what is expected of us, what will come to be regarding end-time orders? My brothers and sisters, from our discipline to vengeance and wrath, all will be fulfilled. Know this: there is more, much more. Let me share also 1 Thessalonians 5:9 and 10. It says, because the Almighty One did not appoint us to wrath, but to obtain deliverance through our Master Yahushua Messiah, who died for us, that we, whether awake or asleep, should live together with him. I submit to you, there will be unity among the final gathered, among the final exodus. There will be those put to sleep, who will be asleep, facing a physical death, waiting for the return of Yahushua Mashiach. My brothers and sisters, again, regardless of our individual choice, we are about to witness all promises from the Most High being fulfilled. There will be loved ones, and there will be people in our household who will betray us as described in scriptures. Yahshua will emerge in unity. We will face pain and regret to those who are left behind, to those who go to sleep and rest. Many of us may envy, but there is work to be done. There are tasks that will be completed. They will be reflective of end-time orders being obeyed. Are you ready? Are you ready to face the realities of all that is true, that all that is set apart. My brothers and sisters, the perfect plan of the Most High Father is before us. Our redemption draws near. The rise of Yasharal will prove that the presence of the Spirit of Yahushua is working in us individually, working through us one towards another, and we will witness a rise and emergence of His chosen leaders. There will be structure. It will not be a democracy. We will witness the shaping of a sovereignty. We will witness the last two shepherds of Yasharal come before us, known as the two witnesses of Revelation. Their identities will be made known. We will be shaped into a magnificent nation, a nation under the sovereignty of Yahushua. And we will see the return, the physical return of Yahushua Messiah. And we will say hallelujah. We will rejoice. Between now and then, there is much work to be done. Pray and watch. Begin to ask questions. Begin to seek out and discern and respond accurately to what is coming before you, before me, before us, O Yasharal. My prayer is that each of us are able to endure until the very end. My prayer is that each of us experience being delivered from sickness and illness, and that we receive good health as necessary for fulfilling what is expected of us. Remember, the Most High have never given tasks to anyone without giving us the ability to complete those tasks. Let us pursue obedience and set apartness, my brothers and sisters. Let us prepare to come together in unity. Let us prepare to escape the strongholds that divide us. Let us grow in maturity and all set apartness. End-time orders are before us, and we will soon yield to them, O Yasharal. End-time orders from the Spirit of Yahushua. My prayer is that we're able to endure until the very end. Our redemption draws near, O Yasharal. Hear me, O Yasharal. Behold the rise in the Spirit of Yahushua among us. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.